What up, GSG 50JP in the house. Today I want to talk about, I don't know what's the subject of this is, so I'm not sure. But anyway, I got a message from one of my subscribers, a black woman, and she asked me some questions about black on black relationships and black and other non-black relationships and things like that. And I mentioned something that I had to correct. I said that it was black women's attitudes that make it really difficult for them to meet men in other countries. And saying that, it probably was more or less like, black women have bad attitudes, and that's why they can't meet other men. Yeah, my Japanese is all messed up. Anyway, that's not what I meant. Basically, what it is about attitude, and it's guys' attitudes too. It's everyone's attitudes. Everyone has this. What it is when you go to another country and stuff, regardless of what the media says or whatever rumors you have, most people already have a preconceived thought or attitude or stance on how they think people are going to perceive them, instead of letting people tell them how they perceive them. And that's what I mean about attitudes. And maybe that's what a lot of brothers probably, this is like, whoa, my God. This is what it was probably meant by attitudes and stuff like that. People got attitudes and stuff. And I believe this is something that's common to us all. Walking to a place and like when I travel around, actually I really haven't had any problems with white people, but that's probably because I didn't live in the areas where those type of people live or whatever, so I didn't really have any problems. And that's only just in the Air Force, but those were just, that was easy to deal with and stuff. But I mean, but like when I'm out here in Japan and stuff, I'll go someplace, and like this morning I saw this one guy on a bike, and he went to take his child to a daycare center and stuff, and he looked at me, and I guess I was turning my head at the same time he looked, because I was driving and stuff, and he was coming towards me, but he was on a bike, and I was thinking to myself, should I say something, should I not, because if I say something, and then if he doesn't speak to me, then, I could take it as though, maybe he doesn't like me, or this reason or that reason, and I could basically, what I do is I just inflict all of these, how can I say this? All of these negative feelings and stuff onto myself, and so I just said, okay, I'll take a chance. So I just said hi, he said, Japanese, whatever they say when they say hi, instead of saying konnichiwa, they say something else. I never can remember what it was, but he said that, he smiled, and he's one of the type of guys that look like, if he's stressed out, he's ready to fight or something like that, but I guess everybody's like that too. And so it was really interesting, and a lot of times I do a lot of tests, by myself. I'll walk someplace and I might see some people and I might say hi, and some people say hi, some people don't say hi. But what it is I think my attitude, the attitude that I have, is I'll look at somebody and I'll judge them from what they're wearing, or, their haircuts. Fucking idiot, man. These people can't drive. Anyway, it'll be like, okay, I might be in a good mood, and I might say hi to someone else who may not be in a good mood, or I might be in a bad mood, and I pass up the opportunity to say hi to someone who is in a bad mood, so that's what I mean by attitudes, it's your attitude, how you perceive things, and what I mentioned to her was maybe what she should do, and a lot of people, everyone should at least try to do this, is instead of saying, well, you know, this person don't like me because I'm like this, or I think he thinks this, or she thinks, and all this stuff, instead of thinking like that, you know, let them tell you how they feel, you know. And it's okay to walk down the street and have no feelings, no emotions or anything, you know, about what's going on. I mean, about what other people think about you, you know. You walk down the street and you see somebody, you know, and if you start thinking about them, what you cannot think about is how they think about me, you know, or how they think about you, you know. Just don't do it. And a lot of times I do that, you know, and when I do that, you know, that's when usually a lot of good things happen, you know. And then another thing, you know, she asked about why is it that black men date other women, date now black women. And so I just said maybe because of the kindness and stuff that these women show towards the black men. And the reason I said that is because what it is that a lot of women in other countries don't know us the way black women or people who live in your neighborhood know you. And so when they meet you, and maybe they're not being prejudged, you know, maybe they're not judging the guy or something, or maybe they could be, you know, all the rap music, or, you know, maybe you know, you could have been in a restaurant and said something nice, or the way you look, or the way you present yourself. I mean, it's all kinds of things. There are all kinds of things, you know. Maybe she's lonely, you know, and no one's giving her attention except for you, you know, and stuff like that. And so you guys just meet, you know, and there's no arguments, or there's no problems going on. You know, you just talk and meet and have a good time. And sometimes you think, well, you know, then these guys come out and they say, well, you know, I'm with this white girl or this Asian girl or this such and such, and she's better than black women because, you know, we don't fight or we don't argue, and, you know, stuff like that. But everybody fights and everyone argues. But what it is you didn't have the guy didn't have a preconceived attitude about how this girl perceives him, because he know that she doesn't know him, you know, in the same neighborhood. You know, you can go to one neighborhood and be low life or whatever, and people probably don't respect you, and then you just move to another neighborhood, and, you know, people might perceive you different, and because of the way you're perceived and stuff, it might encourage you to do things better, or, you know, to improve yourself and stuff like that. And that's what happens when a lot of black men marry a lot of non-black women, or, you know, African American women, is because the women that they're with gives them, they won't hear, I mean, well, maybe in Japan some of these women do say that, you know, but more than likely you won't hear someone calling them you no good black SOB, and you black guys are no good, and man, why can't you be like a white guy, and, you know, stuff like that. Because a lot of these other countries and stuff, you know, they have their attitudes about, you know, white people too, and other people too, and their own men also, you know. And so basically that's what it is when people who date other people, basically, and more likely it's going to be more or less that they don't have any preconceived notions. So, you know, if a black man dates a black woman, you're like, okay, I wonder if she's like this, or she's like this, or the woman's thinking, I wonder if he's like that. And then as soon as the first problem happened, I knew he was like that, black men are no good. I knew she was like that, black women are no good, and blah, 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 you know. And I mean, it's really stupid stuff, you know. But like in my other videos, my, what are they called? Sorry, let me cut this off.